Welcome to our conversation about how to own your future and make an impact. At First Financial Security, we like to ask what financial freedom looks like to you. We know that it looks different for everyone, but for us, we look at two different sides. So one is looking at American families and what they need to feel financially secure. And we think that means you're not worrying about life's risks and you feel that peace of mind that comes with financial security. To help with that, we empower those families to have financial capability, understand their finances, and reach their goals. We also help people secure their financial futures with the right solutions. Secondly, we look at people's careers and how they might be working with us and how we can help them have a more fulfilling financial life in their professional life. So we think financial freedom looks like building a successful future for yourself. We help people get rid of their 9 to 5 and really take ownership of their future. We believe that all people should enjoy a career that fits their life instead of trying to fit their life around their work. And we do that by empowering people to build thriving businesses in the financial services industry with us. So as we look at that picture, we have to ask ourselves, are Americans financially free right now? And I think it's not surprising that most Americans are not right now. They're experiencing financial insecurity at a rate that we've never seen before. 65% of US consumers report that their finances are unstable currently. 85% of Americans believe that financial insecurity can now happen to anyone. It's no longer a problem for people who are already poor or already kind of middle class. People have seen that financial insecurity can happen just with one crisis. We also understand that people have a ton of financial priorities, and it can be really difficult to navigate. There's not a clear solution often to what people should use to manage their financial well-being and help protect against risk. And trying to find a solution can be really overwhelming. If we look at who's getting it right, people who are really successful, we see that the wealthy trust experts who manage every aspect of their money. So they're not actually navigating all of those overwhelming solutions because they have experts to do it for them. Financial advisors who can say, hey, listen, here's the 17 strategies we're going to use. And they can afford that kind of, very small incremental changes and paying someone to have a devotion to their finances for them. But we wanted to ask, okay, is there a way that we could bring that to the average American? Is there a way that we could bring that kind of solution and something that would be able to help people address multiple needs and multiple risks at once? So we asked if we could level the playing field. What if you could help middle America achieve some of that fine tuning and make sure that they're addressing so many risks with one solution? Our vision is a world where people achieve financial security and peace of mind. And that's where all people are achieving that financial security and peace of mind. And if we look at that vision, we have to ask, what's standing in our way? What's stopping from that being a reality for every American today? And the first one is, we would say, a lack of financial capability, a lack of understanding of finances and ability to navigate them effectively. That lack of financial capability not only can cause poverty and debt, which I think are pretty straightforward and intuitive, but it also leads to a really erosion of social life, a lot of stress, divorces, confinement, so imprisonment, and even a shorter lifespan. We see that people who are struggling with financial capability and are overwhelmed with the ability to navigate their finances are suffering from a lot of these factors rather than just not having enough money to meet their basic needs. In 2019, less than 17% of high schoolers were required to take at least one semester of personal finance, which means that this problem is not being addressed in American schools today. We see how financial capability is causing a crisis in America. A few statistics show how much Americans are falling behind when it comes to navigating finances effectively. 44% of Americans could not cover a $400 emergency with cash. They would have to cover it with a credit card. They would have to get a loan. They would have to borrow money. And a $400 emergency is so small. And that's so precarious for people. Student loan borrowers, many of them are not making payments, nearly half. A third of American adults have zero retirement savings, not just insufficient retirement savings, but absolutely no retirement savings among a third of American adults. If we look at credit card debt, it's the easiest way to get money. It's the easiest way to get money in a pinch. And we see that people are using that increasingly, especially with the events of 2020 and 2021. People have been relying on credit card debt to bridge the gap between a lost job or a medical crisis that has occurred. The average credit card debt for the balance carrying households is over $9,000. And that means that people are going to be paying about $37,000 in interest over the course of 30 years. It's going to cost them that much to borrow that money over the course of their lifetime. In a recent survey, adults said that they actually lost money, an average of about $1,200 a year, because they didn't understand basic household finance issues. So it's not that they just are missing opportunities, it's that they're getting penalized and actually losing money from not understanding how to navigate their basic finances. When we look at retirement, we saw that a third of Americans aren't saving anything for retirement. And so it's not surprising that 63% of Americans are fearing that they would run out of money in retirement more than actually they would die young. And that's a growing fear among baby boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials. If we look at retirement, it is daunting and it can feel like Social Security and your 401k should be able to cover it. Those are the most frequent answers when asked what people are going to do for retirement. But the reality is that Social Security is only designed to cover about 40% of your retirement income. And your 401k, the average 60 to 69-year-old has only saved $195,000 in their 401k. So if we look at what you're actually going to need in retirement, you're going to need about 80% of your pre-retirement income to live on each year. The rest of it is going to have to get made up in personal savings. So we have to ask, are your personal savings enough to cover the rest of your retirement? Can you pay for half of your retirement on savings alone? Our solution to that lack of financial capability is twofold. The first is that we empower people through financial education. We are teaching Americans how to navigate their finances. We're empowering financially capable people to then make effective decisions, and we're offering them a clear solution to secure their financial future with innovative insurance products. We equip educators by partnering with the National Financial Educators Council. This council is actually the nationally recognized accreditation. It is the gold standard in financial education accreditation in the country, and it is an accreditation that will travel with you. This is not just an FFS program. It is not something that we created from thin air. We have worked with the best in the industry to figure out what curriculum is going to be best for people to understand, and also to make sure that people who are going through a certification with us are going to be able to use that certification for their entire lives as long as they keep it up. We established the LISA initiative to equip our agents with the skills to inform, educate, and empower their communities. We teach in a way that is informative, engaging, but also motivational and realistic. We want to make sure that we're meeting people where they are and that we're not giving them unrealistic expectations or that we're criticizing them or judging them for where they're at. We believe that the fault does not lie with individuals. It is with actually a system that has not given them the tools and the resources that we need. And we've bridged that gap for them. So we want to make sure that we're engaging, that we're motivating them to make a change, because they can have all the knowledge that they want, but if they're not taking action, what good is that? And that we're meeting them really where they are. Communities need financial security now and generational wealth for the future. So it's not enough that we feel secure in the present. We also want to make sure that these are long-lasting results for our communities. With that, we conduct needs analysis exercises. We develop financial strategies using innovative life insurance and annuity products to meet each client's unique needs. So this is the second part of offering a solution for people. We've educated them, but now we're also giving them a solution that can help them address so many of their financial needs at once. We ask them if they are on track to meet their goals and if they're protected against life's risks. First, we want to make sure that they're prepared for a crisis. So many of us have heard about a death benefit for life insurance, and the average American thinks that that's where it ends, that that's all we offer. But the reality is that modern insurance solutions go far beyond death benefits, offering access to living benefits you can use while still alive. If you suffer a qualifying illness or injury like a heart attack, cancer, or disabling injury, you can spend your benefits however you need. You could pay for lost income, long-term care, medical expenses, outstanding debt, childcare for your children. You can pay for anything you need. It's your money once you use it. It doesn't have to be used for a specific purpose. Your finances are the last thing you should worry about during a crisis. We also help people provide for their goals. So we are committed to making sure that our solutions are helping people during their lifetime. And part of that is that with certain insurance strategies, you can actually take a loan out from your account. And you're not going to interrupt the compounding value of your cash value in your account, but you can take out that loan. You get flexible access to it. We all know applying for a loan can be so difficult and so arduous. And you have to justify why you're doing it and tell the bank that it's a good bet. With this, it's your money. You can take a loan out from it and you don't have to justify why you're using it. Pay for a vacation, a home, a vehicle, college tuition. Enhance your life with that money, rather than having to justify it or making sure that it's a really sound investment. And 3, plan for your future. You can enjoy a reliable stream of income to supplement your retirement and maintain your standard of living with our products. Our products ensure that you are protecting your wealth rather than just investing it in the market, and you're ensuring a legacy for your family. Don't worry about outliving your retirement funds or leaving your family with debt. We teach people strategies to take control of their financial future. And so much of that freedom is about ownership and control and feeling like you are protected against risk. Our products can offer zero market risk. They can provide for long-term care, tax-deferred growth, tax-advantaged income, supplemental retirement, that flexible access to cash and legacy for the next generation, all without the traditional risks of investing. So if we look at the traditional investing model, an equity investment has that upside potential. So you can get huge gains if that equity investment does well, but there's also the downside risk. And you really risk losing a lot of money if you made a bad investment. If we look at the break-even burden after a market loss, we're looking at what it will take to get back to being whole after a year. So let's say you lose 10% of the value of your investment, and you want to make it up so that in the next year, at the end of the next year, you're back to where you started. It doesn't look so bad when you look at the 10%. You just have to make a gain of 11.2%, right? So you have to make up that return. But when we get down to 30, 40, or 50%, those gains seem increasingly unrealistic. It's easy to see how your stock could drop by 30% and just plummet when something bad happens to it. But it's harder to see how it can then bounce back the next year and compound by 42.9% if you've lost 30%. And that's just to make you whole. That's just to get you back to where you started from. If you lost 40%, you'd have to get a 66.7% return. And if you lost 50%, you're going to have to make 100% return on your investment in the next year just to get back to where you started. So as you increase, those numbers get increasingly unrealistic, and we see how dangerous it can be to actually get that money in the market. With our indexing strategies, we actually eliminate downside risk. We maintain that upside potential by having that 5% of consistent growth when the market is doing well, but we eliminated all of the downside risk. So you're guaranteed not to lose that money and to never be taking those 2 steps back. The power of indexing protects years of accumulated growth and saves you years of recovery with guaranteed principal protection. Any interest you have gained is secure and protected from market downturns, and your money grows tax deferred. With us, you can enjoy the gains, but without enduring that risk. Our financial strategies make your financial future simple. First, enjoying those living benefits, making sure that you are not worrying about finances in a crisis and that you can pay for things if you have a qualifying illness or injury. Second, reaching your goals, using the cash value in your policy to pay for anything that you might need, and having flexible access to your money. And finally, eliminating a risk, protecting the cash value with index strategies, and enjoying gains of the market without the risk of its downturns. We offer financial education for our communities to help support that financial capability, but also financial solutions for the unprepared. The second thing that is standing in our way is a lack of financial opportunity. So financial capability is really about managing what you've got. Financial opportunity is about figuring out how to expand what you have and get more. 64% of US workers are seeking another job right now. 62% of adults actually believe that starting their own business is a good career move. And we've seen big increases in that number post 2020. A lot of people think that striking out on their own is a great move. Increasingly, people are wanting to work past retirement age. 74% of Americans want an encore career, something that's going to be flexible and give them some stream of income and use their expertise and kind of expand on their knowledge as they age. People don't want to be quitting entirely. As I said earlier, we believe that you should fit your work around your life. It should really match your purposes, your goals, your vision for what your future should look like. You shouldn't be fitting your life around your work. Your work should fulfill you, it should empower you, and it should fit you. Financial freedom that we discussed earlier when we're talking about our jobs, it means the ability to say no to a boss, to say no to fixed work hours, be able to come in and go when you want, to say no to vacation day restrictions, be able to take that vacation at the drop of a hat. No layoffs, no worrying that suddenly you're going to lose that job through no fault of your own. No problem working from home or in a coffee shop or on your vacation property. No lack of training, making sure that you know what you're doing every step of the way. And no to a stall career, that you're not going to be stuck in a dead-end job and there's always going to be something more for you. For financial opportunity, we have a solution. And it's joining a vibrant industry in insurance. In 2019, the US insurance industry's net premiums totaled $1.32 trillion. This is big business. And there's a ton of need out there. A lot of people are underinsured. 48% are underinsured by an average of $200,000. That's a lot of market share that we can still capture. And that's a lot of people in need of solutions. That massive need means opportunity for you. If we look at millennials, we see that nearly 6 in 10 don't know what type of coverage to buy. So it's getting them started with insurance coverage. With Gen Xers, we see that these people are really looking for retirement and how to save up for retirement and how to make sure that they're provided for when they do hit retirement age. With baby boomers, we're looking at wealth transfer. How are they going to transfer their wealth? How are they going to protect that wealth for the next generation? We ask all of you to join us in helping people achieve financial security and peace of mind. You can be part of that solution and growing a business of your own. We think that you should be able to own a business without the burden. Businesses come with so many hassles, so many difficulties, and so many startup costs. The startup funds themselves, marketing, figuring out what products you're going to sell and how to get them, systems to make sure that things are working well. Administration, you end up doing everything yourself when you go into business for yourself. Making sure you've got the technology and vetting and figuring out what kind of software solutions you're going to need, creating a website, having the proper licensing. All of these are things that you've got to figure out when you go into business for yourself. But we believe in helping you take care of that you shouldn't have to do everything on your own, and we can help you. Our mission is powered by innovation. We have created a proven system backed by top support to make sure that you are supported in every category of this business. We provide the training to make things simple. We give you coaching, consistent training available 24/7 on our digital platforms. We give you the marketing that you need to make sure that you are out there prospecting, having a professional website, consistent blog content that we take care of for you. We have built incredible back office technologies so that you have a simple 360-degree view of your business. If you've been in this business before, you know that with so many other brokerages, you are having to go into every single carrier and figure out what your business looks like with them. With us, we have a single view, giving you tons of reports on what your business looks like at the click of a button. Our platforms allow you to prospect, to train, and to grow your team so that you can look at building your business and accelerating that growth. We offer administrative and sales support. We have that back office technology, but also dedicated staff to help guide your business in the right direction. Our pipeline management system also comes with new business staff to ensure that you're doing faster sales and you're getting them through that pipeline. We also have a client resource management solution with marketing emails, the ability to see your clients at a glance, and finally, fantastic products. Our solutions are from top financial industry companies that have been in the business for a very long time and have fantastic ratings. We offer a wide range of strategies to make sure that no matter your client's needs, there's a solution for them. Our system is built around building your business, selling innovative products, and leading your team with integrity and making sure that you're motivating them. Our system helps you build your business, accelerate your growth, and also impact your community. We offer that intuitive training online 24/7. Our Success Tracks e-learning platform walks you through building a business step by step. Also, this is fantastic once you start building a team because you are not entirely in charge of training. You're there to coach and to encourage, but you do not have to give them all of the content. We take care of a lot of that for you. You will also have a dedicated coach. Every FFS agent gets coaching from a dedicated business coach. Learning is not just for the classroom. Your coach will take you in the field and give you hands-on experience with clients. Beyond coaching, we also give you leadership and everything you need to be your best. So we have that training platform I talked about earlier, but we also have areas to showcase your success and to showcase our leaders and offer you training. We've got a Share Your Umbrella podcast, live online training from the home office staff, as well as our carriers, and a monthly leadership event to showcase how our field is doing and recognize our successful agents. When we look at other companies, we see that the mindset is often dropping you in the deep end, hoping that you swim. And if you sink, it's not that big of a deal to them. They count on quantity over quality and just filling their business as full as it can be, and then ensuring that, there's going to be a drop off. For us, we believe in a different model. We believe in investing in success. We're flexible enough to be hands-on in every agent's training, and we built the platforms and the system to make that realistic. With FFS, every single agent is essential and going to get the guidance that they need. We also believe in changing the face of insurance. We believe in collaboration over competition. With our system, everyone is invested in your success rather than competing against you. We also believe in collaborating and working together to bring people financial security and peace of mind. One of our main tenets is that we are one team that is leading, empowering, and growing together. We also value diverse experience. It is a huge commitment of ours to invest in your development because we believe everyone deserves the opportunity to build a business of their own. The insurance industry is not known for its diversity, and we are making moves to change that. If you look at our successful leaders, you will see that we have an incredibly diverse group of people from all kinds of backgrounds, making a difference in their communities and for their own families. We also offer you not only the training that you need and the team and the leadership, but this digital marketing system, everything an independent business owner needs from day one. We make sure that you're able to command your virtual presence by having two personalized websites to showcase your business. One is geared toward recruits and another toward your clients. We take care of all of that content for you so you don't have to. It's also all customized with your image, your name, and your contact information. So every single page of those websites is lead generating for you. We help you prospect with powerful apps. You can send videos to prospects using the FFS Edge app. Many of you who are in this room probably received one of those videos to help you get to know who we are and encourage you to attend this presentation. We help you let the videos do the talking for you, so you're never stumbling over what to say. And also it's a very quick, very efficient way to get some prospecting done. We also help you prospect with engaging blog articles. Creating content and thought leadership online is expensive and it requires a lot of expertise. And we know that so many people are not writers or web designers. And so we take care of that for you. We keep your websites up to date with engaging and compliant blog content, which is crucial in our industry. We want you to be able to show yourself as an expert online to both clients and potential recruits. Finally, we also maintain client relationships with automated email campaigns. You can enroll your clients in our email marketing campaigns so you never forget a birthday or a policy anniversary. These are done automatically. And again, we take care of the content. And at the bottom of every email is your face, your name, and a button to contact you for more. When we look at our system not only has all the leadership, the training, the marketing, all of those tools that you might need, but it's also designed to scale. It's designed to expand and to grow. We offer so many ways to earn income at FFS. We're going to cover 4 dimensions here. One is that personal income. This is pretty simple. Earning money directly from the sales and from helping families purchase financial products and services. The second is team income, earning from sales made by your team members who then help compound your success and grow your business. Third is expansion income. This is as you expand to different territories, as your teams get bigger and you're able to expand across the United States into new cities and new markets. Finally, we offer bonus income. For leaders who qualify, you can earn a bonus from the entire company's production on a monthly basis. Now, if we look at the income, we're not only scaling our businesses, but we're also scaling your income. We would love to sit down and run numbers with you. We love nothing more than that. We've got an income calculator. Talk to the agent who brought you, talk to one of their coaches, sit down and chat about, okay, how could you make the most with FFS? What is realistic for you? But here, we're going to show you a few scenarios that are realistic and that we've seen over and over again in our business. So you can get a bit of a sense of, okay, how does this scale? How does this work? What does this platform look like for me? Here, we're looking at a monthly IUL premium of $150 across the board. And as you start, you're going to be a producer. Maybe you're starting part-time. Maybe you just want to earn a little bit of extra income. So many people who I've talked to who have become really successful in our business has started out saying, I just needed $200. I just needed $400 a month to cover something. I just needed a little bit extra to bridge that gap between what I was making at my full-time job and what our expenses were. I didn't think it was going to grow the way it was, but so many people start small and it doesn't take much to earn that little bit of extra money. So if we look at personal sales, let's say that you're making 2 sales a month. Every other week, you're making a sale. So not even every week, you're building that pipeline, you're making those sales. Your monthly income is going to be more than $1,400, which sounds fantastic, right? In terms of extra income, that's $17,000 annually that you're earning just by selling 2 policies a week. Now, let's say that you've figured it out, you know what you're doing now, you are getting more aggressive, you're spending more time, and now you're increasing your sales to 4 a month. That's still just 1 a week, and that's a pace that we think that people can maintain. So we'll look at that for you going forward. You're going to do 4 sales a month, but now you're adding 5 producers. So you've added 5 people to your team, and they're also just starting out. But now you're spending some of your time training them, making sure that they're getting effective coaching, making sure that they understand how to grow their businesses. And if those 5 producers are doing what you did when you started and selling 2 a month, suddenly that $17,000 a year has changed to $97,000 a year. You're growing incredibly. You're growing incredibly across the board. So we see that monthly income is increasing to over $8,000 a month just by increasing your team. Now let's go another level down. So you're keeping that, but you're teaching your leaders what to do, right? So now your leaders are replicating what you've done. They've looked at you and they said, hey, I can do those 4 a month. So now they're selling 4 a month. And they're also going to be adding people to their teams, right? Because they've watched what you've done. They've watched how you've become successful. And so now they're going to each add 5 producers, each selling 2 a month, right? So we're making that same move each time. You started out at 2 a month. You added 5 people who started out at 2 a month. Now they're adding 5 people who are each selling 2 a month. And this is the power of the system and the expansion that you can see. So now you haven't done anything more here, right? It's the people under you who've added people to their teams, who've added to the production. You are just leading your team. You are motivating them. You're effectively coaching them, but your personal sales have not changed at all in this scenario. And you have increased your yearly income to over $450,000 a year. Making $450 in this industry is incredible. Making it with us is definitely realistic. This is something that people do. And it's an incredible thing to be able to be helping people and have that impact while still making that level of money. Now, we often get people who say, okay, but I want to see how I can make it to $1 million. I want to see how I can get to kind of the top of that mountain. I want to become a millionaire. And so we want to show you what that looks like, right? So let's say you're still only doing 4 sales a month, right? We're not increasing that. You personally are doing 4 sales a month, but now you've added another 5 producers or 5 leaders to your team. So you had 5 leaders before. Now you're having another 5 leaders who are getting added. They each are selling 4 a month, and each of them has 5 producers selling 2 a month. So if you can get 10 incredible leaders on your team, 10 people like you, 10 people who you can motivate and coach and show the system and tell them how fantastic it is to grow a business of their own. And if they can do what you've done, you're going to be making over $1 million a year, $97,000 a month, $1,166,400 a year. That's an incredible level of income for just replicating the system and doing what you've been doing. So that's how you can make that incredible level of income. Now, this isn't the limitation. This isn't as high as you can go, but we would love to run scenarios with you. Please talk to someone after this, schedule a meeting with them, talk to them in the back. They've got an income calculator so you can see what types of business you might have, right? And what level of income you might have in that business. We're looking for those who are actually committed to sharing our vision. And that vision, remember, is a world where all people achieve financial security and peace of mind. So we give you 3 ways to succeed with us. First, become a client. You know, if you've looked at these products, if you've looked at some of the things we've talked about for clients and how we want to help people, if you want that help for yourself, we encourage you to become a client. Grow your knowledge, use our strategies, create security for your family, and start building that wealth and preparing for retirement. Second, if this looks like something that you want to do and consider part-time, this will allow you to become a licensed expert in our industry. You can serve clients in your community, grow as a leader, choose when and where you work and have that flexibility, and then build a successful team of your own. Finally, you can build to full-time. You don't have to start this way, but you can build to being all in with FFS. Focus 100% on your business, scale a team with our platform, and avoid the limits of traditional agency models. You can pursue competitive incentives and create a legacy for your family. Imagine yourself getting the recognition that you deserve. Imagine if we recognize you across all of our platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on our Instagram account. Imagine getting recognized for every single milestone that you hit. We recognize you for every cash flow milestone, and we offer you incentives every step of the way. We also recognize you with trips of a lifetime. With so many other companies, you're going to Sandals every year or every other year. With us, we have invested a lot in making sure that every single year, our trip, our dream destination trip, which is what we call it, is going to be the trip of a lifetime. We have taken people to Cuba. We have taken people on a beautiful cruise to Alaska, to the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, Hawaii, Mexico, and always to the best resorts and the most luxurious cruise lines. We want to make sure that it is a top-notch experience for all of you and a reward for working so hard and really taking control of your futures. All of this recognition comes with the knowledge that you're making an impact, that you are helping people and helping communities. If we look at America today, people are in desperate need of financial guidance. Over 40% of financial advisors will retire in the next 10 years, and there aren't enough people to replace them. Now, imagine taking control of your own financial future. Imagine what it would be like to build a business of your own. Imagine helping others change their lives. And imagine bringing generational wealth to American families. Imagine living your dream, whatever that means for you, whether that is not working a 9-to-5, taking fantastic vacations, enjoying flexible work, securing your family's future, making a difference in your community. Whatever your dream might be, you can live it with FFS. We encourage you to take control of your financial future and talk to us about what it might look like to be part of the FFS One team.